Okay. Nothing good comes without a struggle. And the harder you work, the more you're worth. And, let's see. The more you bleed, the better you are. Are you guilty of martyr complex? If you have ever heard any of these sayings, or on some level you believe they're true, then you're definitely going to want to listen to the rest of this, because I'm going to blow this apart, dispel it, and challenge it, and basically just see, is there another way to look at doing life? Hi, I'm Kylie Ansett. I am the Alignment Whisperer, and I guide seekers of alignment. That's you. You're a seeker of alignment. You want to get into alignment with your inner being. So I guide you to get in touch with your inner brilliance, that part of you that has all the answers, that knows everything, and that always guides you in the right direction. And I'm coming to you from beautiful Sydney, Australia. Do tell me where in the world you are tuning in from, and I'd love to know, is it summer or winter? I actually don't even know what it is here, because every day it's changing. This is your daily dose of alignment. Okay, now this is a kind of a hot topic for me, because I think we see evidence of it in small ways all the time. And not only do we witness evidence of it in our society and around us, we're constantly fed messages that kind of underline this belief. And so it becomes almost a subconscious way of thinking, and we just accept that's how it is. So I want to explore what it is, where it came from, why we feel the need to have it, and even if we do have the need to have it. So that's what we're looking at today. So let's have a look at this thing, this martyr complex, this complex of being a martyr. So first of all, what is a martyr? That word martyr, it comes from, now I am really just going off the cuff here, but I'm going to say something like 16th century, but it's probably much older. In fact, I'd say it's definitely much older. But that's the picture I have in my mind of and I've probably got this wrong too, but Joan of Arc or something like that. Someone who has sacrificed themselves for a cause. Now, of course, we have modern day martyrs of all descriptions, and it usually does involve massive sacrifice, as in their life. That's how you become a martyr. You become a martyr by giving your life for a cause. So you didn't just accidentally die, you were killed in the name of something you believed in. So the justification for this, or the martyrdomness was bestowed as a kind of posthumous gratitude. We're so thankful that this person gave their life for our cause, and so now we hold them up high and revere them and all this kind of thing. So it's something that is an archetype. It's in our DNA. Like you know that stories are incredibly powerful, and so stories that have been told over and over again for century after century, millennia after millennia, these are powerful stories that are actually kind of in our DNA. They're so powerful, so strong, and they definitely have stepped over into a belief, and it's actually how we view the world, seeing that being a martyr is a good thing. Now, whatever, I don't know. Okay, I'm not necessarily going to what should we say? I'm not going to challenge martyrs of old as being wrong or whatever. I don't necessarily agree with them, but clearly they had their value in some ways, and that certainly was the general perception. But here's the thing. We have turned this into an art form that it doesn't need to be. Because clearly you and I, me anyway, and I'm going to assume you too, we're not going to go out there and sacrifice our life for some cause. The most we're going to do is type something behind our keyboard, how very dare you, this, that, and the other, or, sign some petition or something. that's about as far as we're going with standing up for our beliefs. Maybe we'll attend a rally or a march or something like that, or we might post some very inflammatory memes on our Facebook newsfeed. That's kind of where it's gotten to, but that's where it comes, where it feeds into sort of standing up for a belief, right? What this idea of martyrdom has kind of bled over into is the way we see ourselves as being worthy or not worthy. And that is where things get really messy, and where we kind of screw up our own lives by having these strange beliefs. Now, I kind of think they come from the archetype of the martyr. Yeah, I feel that may be their genesis, but we perpetrate them on a daily basis. Now, I really think society and government, now, if you know me, you know I am a massive conspiracy theorist. I don't spend a lot of time talking about it here, but I do feel that there, I also feel it's not something to give too much energy to, but I see it as a way of, my eyes are open to these things and I choose not to give them energy or attention, but my eyes are still open to them. So this work ethic, this is kind of where martyrdom has become the accepted. Like, we're not all going to go out and, be gunned down by whatever for our beliefs, or hold some kind of a bloody coup against the masters. But we have this work ethic which says, if you work hard, you will get ahead. And the inverse of that is, if you don't work hard, you're not going to get ahead. So we've got that. We've got this thing with that nothing good. Now, I have heard all sorts of people say this. Nothing good comes unless you have suffered for it, unless you've bled for it, metaphorically, unless you've struggled hard, like unless you've done that, there's nothing good. So the thought is that anything you have that's worthwhile, you've worked hard for. Now, I get where that understanding comes from, but I challenge that belief. I absolutely challenge it, because, okay, first of all, there are plenty of people who are born with fantastic things, whether it be wealth, whether it be looks, whether it be health, whether it be fantastic families, whatever. Like, so they didn't work hard for that, did they? And they just got it. Now, here's where this gets even more messed up. We kind of look at those people as less than. They didn't work hard for it, so they don't really deserve it. What? Where is this coming from? I mean, this is where this kind of martyrdom / work ethic / nothing good happens without a struggle, or you don't deserve it, this is where it seeps into becoming a destructive belief. So does this resonate? Is this kind of making sense? I find it is incredible to see how we will tear down, even if just in our minds, or even if just subtly, we will tear down these people that we see, they didn't work hard for it, they didn't struggle for it, so they don't deserve it. Now that basically then puts us in the position of, the only way you're going to have anything good, or I'm going to have anything good, is if I bleed for it, is if I work my butt off. This whole, putting in all your years to get a degree, and you've put the hard work in, so you deserve it. Now, that's kind of one place it shows up. Or, you've put in your what is it, 410 or 510, whatever it is. You put in your years of work, and then at the end you get the gold watch and the retirement pennies that you've saved up, or whatever. It's very convenient for governments and societies to have us think that way. And it's part of our DNA. It's part of the archetype of stories that we've heard for generations and generations. So it's an easy belief to kind of implant, but I definitely think that it's not doing us any favors. So how would it be if instead of thinking only good things come if I work hard, if you thought, everything that I have, I deserve, and it's okay to want more, and I'm going to want more, and I deserve that too. And it's going to be easy to get it. It's going to be fun and joyful and pleasurable, and there's going to be no struggle and all ease. Now, it's funny when we say that. Even speaking those words, it's like, oh, that's a bit, am I being a bit arrogant? Like, how dare I sort of lay claim to these kind of things? But why not? I actually believe that struggle or resistance is the sign that you are out of alignment, that you are not tuned in to your inner wisdom. And when there is struggle, it's when you are conforming to society's belief of, struggle equals you're worthy, and you're totally not tuned into what the messages coming from within you are, what that inner brilliance, that inner wisdom is telling you. And you know what it's like. I know you do. When you do tune in and when you let go of the struggle, and that's when things just, you go, wow, that happened easily. Like, I just stepped here, I walked there, I met that person, that happened, and boom, it all unfolded with no struggle. It was easy. There was no resistance. And the best things come that way. So if there is struggle and if there is resistance and if it's hard work, it's actually the opposite. You're not making yourself worthy. You already are worthy. You were born worthy. You couldn't be more worthy. Whether you lay claim to things in an easy way or whether you feel you have to struggle, that's your choice. It's not a given. It's not a definitive truth. In fact, I think you will find that when you tune in, the easier it is. Well, without doubt, not only are the rewards at the end pleasant, but the journey to them as well. Like, that's pretty good. You're definitely not going to complain about that. Enjoying the journey instead of feeling like struggle, pain, disaster, and then, I get my little gold watch at the end, No, because, we see it all the time. People drop dead before they get the gold watch, or they never actually get to enjoy the spoils of their years of toil and sacrifice. So this martyr complex, we need to throw it out. When you see it, you need to challenge it. Maybe not verbally to the person you're observing doing it, because, as I said, this is an ingrained belief, but challenge it in yourself. Start noticing it, and within yourself, challenge it and go, that's actually not a definitive truth. And when you see someone who is achieving great things, who has wonderful things and a fantastic life and all the things that you could possibly want, and they've got it without any struggle, they've just it's just rained down on them, then rejoice in that and see that as just as much deserving of you as it is of them, instead of kind of pushing against it. So there you go. That is my thoughts on this. Let me know if you agree, or if you maybe occasionally might be guilty of becoming a bit of a martyr yourself. And maybe just see over the next few days whether this is something that you can challenge in yourself and try it differently. What does it feel like to not struggle? What does it feel like to live a life of ease? Sounds pretty good, really. Anyway, thank you so much for being here, playing with me in the Alignment Sandbox. And remember, the power is within you. Bye-bye.